Getting pretty good at this. Eh? Looks proper. How's it going, everybody? I'm Jared Poirier. Thank you so much for tuning into the Galaxy Design channel. So last week I hosted a virtual event called Make Better Videos for Free. And I got a lot of good feedback from the people who attended that event. And I know that not everybody who wanted to attend or could benefit from an event like that was able to make it. So that's the reason why I wanted to put this video out on YouTube. Obviously, you're not going to get the exact same experience as if you attended the event, but I'll be doing more events like this in the future. And to make sure that you don't miss out on that, make sure that you are following the Galaxy Design Instagram, Galaxy Design TO. So why is this video called Make Better Videos for Free? Well, I think it's a very common experience when people are first starting out producing video content that it can be very intimidating. And when you're just getting started, you go and look up what it takes to create videos. And I think a lot of the advice out there revolves around spending a lot of money. Before you even can think about making video content, it seems that you're going to have to spend a whole bunch of money on expensive gear that you're then going to have to learn how to use. And in my opinion, a much better approach is to utilize the tools that you already have, create some content, and find out if it's going to be a viable strategy for you. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to cover 5 topics, and I've entitled those the 5 keys to making better videos. And those are research and notes, phone settings, light, sound, and editing. We're going to start with research and notes. And when you're doing your research, it's important that you consult a variety of sources. I usually look at articles, blog posts, YouTube videos, podcasts, all types of stuff like that. And you're going to want to make sure that your information is accurate. Normally the best way to do that is to look at the original source for the information and find out if it's something that's reputable. And another good thing to look for, if there are a whole bunch of sources that are citing the same information and it goes back to an original source, then that's a really good indication that the information is credible. Once you've done your research, you can prepare your notes for your videos. And I believe that when it comes to shooting really engaging content, it's a lot better to have point form notes rather than a whole script. If you're reading a script word for word, you're probably going to come off pretty rigid, and it's not going to be a very fun video to watch in most cases. Another key to making great videos is to distill complex information down into explanations that can be really easily understood. I think that's what people go to video content for in the first place a lot of the time. In most cases, you want to keep your content accessible, so avoid the overuse of jargon. Also make sure that your information is up to date and that you don't leave out anything essential. And if you really want to make sure that your case sticks, make sure that you include some statistics. This is a smartphone. You probably have one. But what you probably don't know is that it's actually a very advanced piece of video making technology. Modern day smartphones have pretty incredible capabilities when it comes to shooting video. You just have to know how to use them properly. One thing that a lot of people overlook is resolution. A lot of modern day phones have the ability to shoot in 4K resolution. That's going to give you a much crisper and much clearer image. And your phone is probably set to 1080p by default. So you're going to want to go into your settings and change that to 4K. Right away, that's going to give you a better picture. The other thing is that a lot of phones these days have a whole bunch of different cameras on them. This one has 4 or 5 cameras. So you're going to want to decide which camera is the best one to use. Now, a good rule of thumb, most camera companies will put the highest resolution cameras on the back of your phone. So you won't be able to look at your screen when you're shooting your videos. You'll be using the camera on the back, and it might make it a little bit harder to frame up your shot and really see how you're looking on camera. A good way to solve that is to just put up a mirror behind your phone. A couple of the things that can really improve your videos: make sure that when you're shooting, you're not holding your phone in your hands. That's really going to create shaky videos most of the time. This video here is all about not spending any money, so a really easy solution to that, even if you don't want to spend, I don't know, $10 or $15 on Amazon for a tripod for your cell phone, just prop it up on a bookshelf or something. And a couple of the things that are really going to improve the quality of your videos that you're making on your smartphone. Another thing that you can do in your settings is to put on a grid. And once you've got a nice grid on your phone, that is really going to help you to frame up your shots. And a couple of other things that are pretty simple but often get overlooked when people are shooting videos on their phone. You have the ability obviously to zoom in and out, you have the ability to adjust the brightness levels, and you have the ability to pick focus. So a lot of the times before I shoot a video on a phone, I'll tap on my face, make sure it's focused, then I'll adjust the brightness and I'll lock those settings so that everything looks great. Now it's time to get into light, which is one of the most important elements of improving your videos. And since this video is all about making better videos for free, we're going to talk about two sources of light that should be readily and freely available to anybody watching this video, and that is natural light and lights that you already own. First, we're going to talk about natural light, because natural light can really make your videos look great, but there's certain rules that you need to follow if you want to pull it off. The thing about natural light is that it can be really overpowering if you don't use it properly. For this reason, the best time to shoot is at dusk or dawn, and the worst time to shoot is at high noon. At that point, the sun's going to be like pretty much right over your head, and it's going to be creating really harsh shadows. If it's a really sunny day, don't be afraid to shoot in the shade, just adjust your settings appropriately. And another thing that's super important is that you want to have your brightest lights in front of you, pointing towards your face, and more dim lights behind you. So right now I actually have my window completely open, and it's shedding a whole bunch of bright natural daylight all onto my face, and behind me there are some dim lights to create a little bit of atmosphere. And that's pretty much what you're going to want to try to pull off with your videos. Another source of free lighting for your videos is lights that you already own, and I have a whole bunch of them in play for this video right now. You can see them behind me. If you're shooting videos in your apartment like I am right now, you probably have access to a whole bunch of lights, maybe some lamps, maybe some candles. If you go digging a bit, you might even have some Christmas lights. So do some experimenting with adding lights to your videos. I think you're going to find that it adds a lot of depth and a lot of atmosphere. So now it's time to cover sound, and there's basically three things that we're going to do in this section. The first thing that we're going to cover is the gear that you already own that you can use to add great sound to your video. The second thing is where you should be shooting your videos to get the best sound, and how to utilize that gear to improve the quality of the sound in your videos. So here's some sound gear that you already own, which when utilized properly can really help add quality sound to your videos. If you have a cell phone, there's obviously an onboard mic on your cell phone, and most cell phones these days, those mics are pretty high quality. If you have a laptop, there's probably also a mic in your laptop, and chances are it's not as good as the mic in your cell phone. So I would recommend using cell phone mics over laptop mics, but probably better than both of those, and something that you probably already own as well, is just like a headset, maybe some earbuds that have a mic on them as well. These tend to be really, really high quality sound, and also because the microphone is closer to your mouth, you're gonna get much clearer sound. So now we need to talk about where to record sound and how to record sound. So the best place to record sound is in a small, quiet room, away from any distractions, any humming, any loud noise that might interrupt your video and ruin the viewing experience for your audience. Thank you for that demonstration. If you want to record your videos outside, that can work sometimes, but it's going to be quite a challenge. You'll have wind to deal with and all types of background noise, so it's much easier to do it indoors in a small room. And the most important thing to remember when placing your microphone is that the closer that the mic is to the source of sound, which in this case is my mouth, the clearer the audio quality is going to be. Now it's time to get into our last section here, which is editing, and two things that we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about editing on your cell phone for free and editing on your computer for free. When it comes to editing on your phone, there are two options here that I've laid out. Both of them are available for free in the App Store, whether you use Android or iPhone. And these are InShot and Adobe Premiere Rush. InShot is incredibly user-friendly. I know a lot of people that use it and find it very intuitive. I do believe that it leaves a watermark on your footage though. Another app that I would definitely recommend is just the simplified version of the editing software that I use on my computer every single day to edit my videos, and that is Adobe Premiere Rush. And this has a lot of features, but if you just want to edit your videos, add a little bit of overlays, do a little bit of color grading, anything like that, you'll absolutely be able to do that with Adobe Premiere Rush. When it comes to editing on your computer, I have two options for you guys, both of them totally 100% free if you want to start using them right now. The first one is Vidpad, which is pretty much the simplest video editing software out there, but it is the video editing software that I myself got started on. It's incredibly easy to use. If you want something a little bit more advanced, then Davinci Resolve is a great option. It's really well known for its amazing color grading capabilities, but again, if you just want to do some simple editing, removing some bad takes from your videos, adding a bit of overlays and anything like that, you can definitely pull that off with Davinci Resolve 100% for free. So before I end this video, I just want to let you know that if you're thinking about launching a video project of your own, but you just feel that you need a little bit more personalized advice and coaching to help you realize your video goals, I've actually launched a new service this month, especially for you, especially for your needs, one-on-one video coaching over Zoom to help you get the skills, knowledge, and confidence to become a successful video marketer. If you're interested, the booking link is down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a great time making it for you. I hope that you found it super valuable. I'll have another video for you guys next week, so make sure that you subscribe to the Galaxy Design channel, and that way I can see you next time.